People aspire that they know one day they will die. As Morrison said, we will never leave this world alive. So one day you will die. Do you know what will be written in your obituary? You need to know the content. How will people write an obituary? You know, there are some of the things which perplex me. There was a year ago, another obituary on a newspaper was really very unique and touched me. That is this how people sometimes will go to write other people's obituary. This was a lady who had died, and this was what was on the diary. They had talked about her, and there was a very unique message which was written there, that Muemi has now been reunited with her beloved father, Anthony, and her partner in crime, Peter, and they can get up to their typical mischief where they left off. Wow. Hi, my name is Josh Omandi, CEO, Managing Broker, Soft Learning Real Estate Services. We are located in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. We are a real estate company, and we serve the Twin Cities area and ETC environs. We provide services for sellers who want to sell homes and buyers who want to buy homes. Our excellent service speaks for itself. We have been in business for more than 18 years, serving metro area customers. If you want to buy a home or sell a home, feel free to call on us. We are member of National Association of Realtors, Minnesota Association of Realtors, and Minneapolis Association of Realtors. You will not be disappointed with our services. We promise our motto, we land you home softly. Thank you. Well, that was a break from our sponsors, so wanted to take time for you to listen to that. Now, along this story about Muemi, and we had to discover that it was so unique that the family members who put that advert on the paper, even the Catholic priest who was hired to conduct the funeral service for the same lady, said that we are not sure if the departed will go to heaven, but let us pray for her soul. Must be upon Elizabeth, and may the angels welcome her. That is what the priest said. What will people write in your obituary? It's really important that the way you live your life is what people will write. At times, people, they have respect for the dead. They may not talk. If you are not a good person, they will not talk. They can only talk in raw tones. You know, at times, even if they don't do that, what will be the angels in heaven talk about you? It is how you would have lived your life. Unfortunately, when these obituaries come, they come when you are long gone, your spirit is gone, you are not there. What can you do? Live your life knowing that you will die, and therefore you live a good life that you will leave people with a mark to remember you when you are gone. They are not going to remember you in any way other than how you lived. So your obituary will reflect who you are, what you do, what you have done this. Only very few people get a chance to have a glimpse of what people would talk about them when they are long gone. There is one Alfred Nobel, a man who lived from 1833, to 1896. Alfred Nobel was an industrialist, a scientist. He discovered dynamite explosives, made bullets for war and many other things. His brother Rodway died in 1888. So when the word went, oh, Nobel is dead, because he was the most known popular one, they thought it's the one. The people, the newspapers castigated him. They talked so bad things. I mean, they published the obituary in era, like one French newspaper said, which condemned him, that they said that although this was mainly used for civilian thing, but he was a merchant of death. This is what the newspaper in French said, "Le marchand de mort." The merchant of death is dead. And went on to say, Dr. Alfred Nobel, who became rich by finding ways to kill more people faster than ever before, died yesterday. Nobel read the obituary and was appalled at the idea that he would be remembered in this way. And therefore, he thought and changed his life. He donated much of the money he had made from his industries of making dynamites in the world, and started the Nobel Peace Prize, which he bequeathed the money to the trustees. He left the money in trustees, and this is the money which is used in honoring people every year about the Nobel Peace Prize, those who bring peace, because he realized that his factories were making explosives which were used during war, and actually they killed more people. So he turned this, that whoever would do something to bring peace in the world, and it has outlived him. You will not be able to get a chance like that. Then what will you do? You will need to reflect on your life yourself, see and do good things, touch people's lives before you exit this world, so that they will remember you in a better way than coming to be remembered when you are not listening, because you may not have a chance like that one of Alfred Nobel. Yes, it is true that in this world you can make all the money and then you're not going to enjoy the money. Another man was a businessman, a shrewd businessman, and made all his money, and he stepped on the toes of many people, and he amassed a lot of wealth, but he lost many friends. So during his last days, he had regrets, but he said, I worked hard for the money, I'm not going to leave behind. He told the wife that when I die, I want to die with my money. So I want to go with my jewelries, my best clothes, and my money. So when he died, the faithful wife packed things in a U-Haul, and the U-Haul accompanied the hearse to the cemetery. When they reached there, they had to pack some stuff after the casket had been lowered to the grave. But they said these things cannot fit. And the wife wrote a check to her and said, when you reach heaven, you can go cash this check. What an irony that he wanted to go with the money. It was unique that this was the first hearse being followed by you all. It was never seen before. Why would he want to go with the money? Denzel Washington said, you will never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I have been blessed to make hundreds of millions of dollars in my life. I can't take it with me, and neither can you. It is Not how much you have, but what you do with what you have. So God do good, so that when your obituary is written, it will be written in a positive to reflect the good